Right guys, this video is going to break down the order book and the buy and sell walls in far more detail, just so you can really understand what this means and how the larger investors use this to their advantage to predict a breakout or move before it happens. As you can see here, we've already covered in the previous lesson, this is the order book. What you see here is every order for a buy or sell that has been set on Kraken, including what prices they're placed at. Everything in the green is a buy order, meaning if I set an order to buy F at say €303.99, this would appear here. And as you can see, many people are placing huge orders on both sides. So there is an order here for €303.18 for 195F. So what that means is someone is trying to buy 195.189F at this price of €303.18. Should they find someone to match that order, this will in fact trigger that order, just like our orders we set earlier to buy and sell, which will then move the wall further, especially on the buy side. So what we can see right now is a fairly balanced wall, every single buy here, and as I move closer up, you can see it correlates on the right hand side also. For example, the 195 order is there, and it spikes out slightly more than the other orders as shown. So the larger the wall gets in terms of width, means the orders being placed are larger than the previous, which makes the wall increasingly wider. So as you can notice here, there's barely any larger orders besides the one that's been placed now. And this correlates pretty well with the sell side as well, so we're fairly balanced right now. But technically the buy wall is still a lot larger, which means to break lower and for price to fall in value, we have to actually eat up all of the buy wall to clear the path for price to fall. When the wall is completely eaten, price will fall to the last price at the very bottom of the buy wall, or increase to the price at the very top of the sell wall. In extreme cases where multi-millions are being sold, price can fall hundreds of dollars, not just single increments. So this is a great way to determine the buying and selling pressure for a crypto at the current point in time. If you combine this in line with the technical analysis and the breakout entry strategy, you can get a nice clear insight into when this breakout will possibly take place. Let's use Dash USD as another example. We see a fairly large buy wall, which does seem to be engulfed by the sell wall, and it's currently reflecting in the price right now, making a great real-life live example for you guys. From a chart alone, we can see Dash is looking to slightly break lower. In terms of technical analysis, we could be expecting around $220. Considering there's also a 100 Dash sell order, where on the buy side we barely have over 20 Dash orders. The sell wall was looking huge, and it's even getting bigger right now, as you can see, and it's eating up the buy wall in real time. What's interesting is the buy wall is getting thinner and the sell wall is getting bigger, showing downside pressure is heavily increasing, and we could very easily eat up this entire buy wall right now. If this happens, price could launch down straight towards our technical target of $220. The best part of this feature is many exchanges have discreetly placed it in the order section, and sometimes without graphics, which can make it a lot harder to understand. Overall, many would not take the time to understand this or believe it has any benefit to their investment. The truth is, this could be one of the most powerful indicators you use now to understand how simple to implement it really is. So that's really all there is to it, guys. You don't have to look at it in depth too much. Simply use it in line with your technical analysis and everything else you've learned in this course, and continue building confluences for yourself. One strategy you should try is with very small amounts of capital you don't mind losing. Once you've completed your technical analysis, identified a key breakout point, the MAs have crossed over, you have your confluences. Go onto the Kraken order book for the crypto and place a limit order somewhere between the middle and higher end of the order book. So if you're looking for a breakout to the upside, place your order in the middle of the book or near the top of the order book. If you're shorting, place the order in the middle or near the very bottom of the order book. This means when a huge order is placed which eats up the wall, your order is triggered as one of the final few before price launches upwards or downwards and gives you an excellent entry for quick percentage gains. If you're deciding to day trade, this would also work really well for intraday spikes. Although, don't prioritize that too much, and instead, practice on identifying breakouts and real-time momentum for trend identification.